Hello there, welcome back. Scott from Wessex Blades. Tonight's little mini project is from my mate Joe. And what Joe asked me for was to make him one of my stainless steel ruler knives. Which is, you know, it's within the scope of, I should be able to make one of them. But when he said what the intended use was, which is for cutting foam and soft stuff and bits and bobs, the only reason I made that was an example for someone if they had an old ruler that wasn't much else use, that they could literally stock remove it and turn it into a miniature survival blade they could put in a pack somewhere that wouldn't take up much room. We all know the stainless steel is there's so many types of stainless steel, each one specifically for whatever the job is. Pipes, you know, cutlery knives. So to get a reliable edge on something that's cutting through something that's quite forgiving, the foam would constantly want to deform every time you want to cut. It's not the best thing in the world. So what I said was, I'll find an old kitchen knife that would at least be a steel that would be intended for being a cutting edge, as opposed to something flexible and takes a battering in a workshop. So what I've managed to find in, because I'm that sort of chap, is an old pack of stuff that I had. I say old, it's old because it's been around a lot, but it's brand new. Okay, so Joe is going to get that one to a viciously useless edge, and then of course, then what happens? I'll see if I can make him a sheath as well, because I ain't going to give a guy anything unless it's got something to go in. So just foldy something around. So anyway, so this one is going to have an evil edge on it. See in a bit. Don't you just love the irony of needing a knife to get a knife out of a pack? There's some nice weight to that, and he's at least 2mm thick, so he's not the cheapest, flimsiest thing going. Now Lynn Thompson would say that's got a utility edge, which to you and me means, we'll see in a bit. Okay, well that's backed the bevel up. That's now gone twice as far up the blade, so I've got a much finer angle on that. And we all know whetstones aren't the best thing in the world for stainless, but that's what I got. So okay, and first time out, I'm not really going to be too worried about going in one direction. God, awful band. So I'm just going like this, just to finish off that new sort of bevel that I've put on the end. And going backwards and forwards, just helping it finish off. And then finding the bevel I've made on the edge, which is about there. Sounds about right. So this ain't exactly 10.95 or anything decent. It's only stainless on a budget sort of blade. There it goes. Right. Let's give him an edge. So a little bit steeper. Oh, getting an edge. So I'm going to hone that in a minute. Okay. Bit of a cheat. I'll go to my 6000. Just ever so gently. Do that new steeper final bevel on this 6000. I've got to go real gentle because you can really dig into this soft. It's almost like set clay really. And the steel is making a nice grey slurry on the top. Far too much time on a £3 knife to be honest. But it's knives, isn't it? It's blades. I mean, you might be able to pick up, I mean that is just, that's grey, so that's steel. I don't know, is that not sharp? Oh yes. Oh yes. Baby, baby. I don't know, I'm guessing. I'll go to the my green bit of chromium. As if by magic, a strop appeared. Covered in sawdust and crap in my garage. It shouldn't sound like that. Put some oil on it, it'll all work out. It's all good. And let's play stropping. Far too much time on a £3 knife. But it's good. Now, I certainly wouldn't have done that when I had it first up. No way would that have done that. That should cut foam. Or at least when I finish with it, it will. Things I do for mates down the road. What? This is personal time. Bye. Now, as I zoom in, because obviously I've removed steel from the edge of the blade, eventually I lost steel on the tip, so I've reground the tip on the disc sander of my 1x30 to get that shape back there. Oh, finally it gets into focus. So now we've got a vaguely new blade. And a decent tip on it. It's a fight getting it to focus, but hey, how about that? Reasonable. So now I've got to give them something to house it in. Don't give friends knives without something to keep themselves from getting cut. What's it Mike says? Don't... You know.